when I play guitar, I sometimes need to stop playing and just listen, just stop on one chord or one riff or one note or so, because that particular thing I'm doing that very moment is just, I don't know, magical. I don't know. But yeah, sometimes I need to stop because I need to listen to what I'm actually doing. So this week I wanted to talk about 4 beautiful, beautiful chords that I have stumbled upon or so while playing or while looking for beautiful kind of klang. Looking for beautiful notes together. Yeah. So yeah, here are 4 awesome, beautiful chords. Yeah. Also, somewhat of a disclaimer. Some of the names of the chords or might be wrong because I'm not a pro on naming the chords properly. But I have tried, so yeah, let's just get right into it. The first one that I think the name is pretty correct is a E major add 9 chord. It's super, super pretty. That's 0 or open string 2 4 1 0 0. Yeah. Oh, that's some nice strings. You can also make that minor by just removing your point finger. Yeah, the English in this one is so good, so good. Yeah, and that is E minor add 9. And I think that is played in somewhat of a lot of Metallica songs. I think those guys like the sound of the E minor add 9. It's also one in Crimson Day where it's played. So yeah. Oh, it's so pretty! So yeah, that's number 1. Number 2, it's kind of, this is kind of one that is tied together with another one that you have this sort of progression or so that makes everything kind of come together and so. Okay, so if you have the E major add 9 shape and you just move that down 1 string, you have A minor add 9 and that is one pretty chord. And if you play the A minor add 9 and then you play D major, oh man, those are so nice. Oh, it's so nice. So yeah, the A minor add 9, it's you don't play on the lowest string, so you start on open A string and you have 2 on the next string, which is the D string, and then you have 4 on the G string, 1 on the B string and open E string. And I like chords where you have 2 notes that kind of is, it's not, they don't fit together really nicely, but when you add more notes to the chord, they do fit together. Chord number 3. This is one that I am not sure about the name, but I have tried, so yeah, just bear with me. Bears! Ooh! It's such an overused joke, but Honey joke. Okay, let's get back to chord number 3. Again, I am not sure about this name, but I have tried the best that I can. And if you play a C major and you move that up 2 frets, that is one pretty chord. I think that this is a D major sus4 add 9. I don't know. I think so. I'm not sure. I don't know. But yeah, that's a C shape moved up 2 frets. And also, like the number 2 pretty chord, that kind of was the A minor with the D kind of togetherness. Yeah, we are in that English corner today. You can play with this D major kind of whole lesson behind that name. Yeah, with the D major sus4 add 9, you can play C and E. So if you come from the C, yeah. But yeah, if you have a C, and then you play the moved up kind of D major whole shabam. And then you play E minor. Yeah, bro. We are landing the chords. I found that chord when I tried to play under the bridge, kind of, but in chords. So normally the under the bridge is ish. Yeah. And I tried, instead of playing the D in the C shape here, I tried to just move it down to play pure C. And then I tried to like funk things up a bit. So that's the normal thing. And you have a slide in the original riff. So I tried with a slide in the C as well. And there you have the D major add 7/4 whatever. I don't know, I can't remember now. So yeah, that's number 3. Number 4. Number 4 is the origin of this video. Number 4 is probably the most beautiful thing I have ever heard in a chord kind of movement or so. It's from the theme song in The Last of Us, and that video game has such a good soundtrack and all. So yeah, when you have a certain movement in the song and then you land on this particular chord, that chord is just goosebumps and everything good in the world. So yeah. You come from this. And then you land on the magical one. Yeah. Listen to that. D minor with A as the bass note. It's not a D minor, I'm sorry. It's just a magical song, oh wow. So yeah, that's chord number 4, that's this one. I just love them to bits, and they sound awesome and pretty and adorable, and yay! They are super duper cool. And please let me know if you know any awesome badass chords, especially with those kind of where you have the notes that are so close together that they actually don't kind of fit that good together. Please let me know if you have any chords that you know that are like that. So yeah, that's the video of this week. That's a wrap. So yeah, if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments here on YouTube or ask me on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Everything down one string. But if you play a C major, oh wow. Okay, something or I don't know what to say.